guess...
Not working this time. It's when it cuts into a movie, isn't it?
Not the kind of place you'd expect to find a restorer of old masters.
Unless you didn't want to attract attention.
He's attracted ours. Let's see what Mr. Hobbs knows about La Maledicción.
And let's try and get a look inside that portfolio.
There's a chain there. Can we take that?
I wouldn't have been able to break the chain. Or the padlock.
Why not, George? You've got muscles.
Piles of junk, mostly boxes of old paints and scraps of picture frames. Mixed in were wires, cardboard, and some dubious-looking old clothes.
Oh, who's phoning?
George Stobart.
Ah, Monsieur Stobart. I trust you have obeyed my instructions not to leave Paris.
Of course, Inspector.
Good. You clearly know which side your cookie is
As
buttered.
we are in London.
Now, I require your presence tomorrow at the murder scene for a reconstruction.
I see.
12 o'clock sharp, monsieur. Or, as you would say, high noon.
Sure.
Any failure to comply, and I shall have you extraordinarily rendered. Have a nice day now.
And you. That was Nave. We're required back at the gallery tomorrow for a crime scene reconstruction.
Let me guess. Non-attendance is a criminal offense?
You got it.
I like the coat hanger for the aerial.
The large dumpster was full of garbage. The hood was definitely stuck.
What a mess, eh? That's a really old style video, that.
I popped open the van's hood.
Bottle of
Slosha.
whiskey.
I decided to leave the handbrake alone.
Why not? Pull it. Yeah, that's about... And the
Not a
horn's not
sound.
working.
The horn wasn't working. I'd need the keys to start the engine. I had no reason nor any desire to steal Hobbs's van.
Let's have a look in.
The engine was held together by rust and dirt. Everything was covered in a sticky film of dirty black oil. Half the wiring wasn't connected to anything. It was clear why the horn hadn't made a noise. Neither hornpipe was connected to either the battery or the cab. A bundle of wires came into the engine bay from the dashboard. Many of the wires seemed to lead nowhere. It was one of two horns in the van. It didn't seem to be connected to anything else under the hood. Two wires hung loose from it. It was the van's engine. I didn't really have any reason to
Do we
sound.
need to hook the horn back up?
It was the van battery. I needed to hook this up to the horn somehow.
Do we have any wire? We've got our paperclip.
That wouldn't make any sense.
Why not?
I needed a better idea. A loose wire hung from the left-hand horn. If I had some spare cable, I could connect it to the wires from the cab.
Okay,
A
we don't-
loose wire hung from the horn. If I had some spare cable, I could connect it to the other horn.
Can I cut some cable? Okay, that's the horn over there, look.
Nope, I needed to try something else. It was one of two horns in the van. It
Play.
didn't seem to be connected to anything else under the hood. Two wires hung loose from it.
Okay, so we need to find more wire, or...
That would be pointless.
What's this on the back, on the window?
The door was locked. Looking through the window, I could see that there was nothing in the van. Hobbs must have taken the portfolio inside.
Can we go inside? There's a letterbox on.
It was Hobbs's mailbox. There was a note hanging out.
Take the note.
For a second, I debated the morality of mail snooping. It was a short debate, and I won.
What's it say? What's it say?
I decided to open the letter. Dear Mr. Hobbs, due to previous incidents, we are writing to inform you that we will no longer be sending models to your address. It went on to discuss Hobbs's temper and other alleged infractions, some of which still carry the death sentence in certain less sophisticated cultures. Interesting. This could come in useful.
Hmm. Do we have to wait for Nico, do we? There's a seagull up there. Up at the top.
I don't think there's anyone home.
There's a light on upstairs.
Can we not take this coat hanger? Oh, I can look in the junk, look.
I had found just what I needed. 2 lengths of wire.
Where you going, George? What did you hear?
The engine bay was a mess.
Yeah, we know, you've already said that. Right, I need to get probably the red. What's this connected to? That's a loose wire. A loose wire. Hmm.
I connected the wires from the cab to the horn.
Okay. Like, that should work now, shouldn't it?
The horn wasn't working.
Why not?
If only I'd hung out with the cool kids at school, I'd have learned how to hotwire a truck. A bundle of wires came into the engine bay from the dashboard.
Oh, it's a loose wire.
Hung from the right-hand horn. A bundle of short, severed wires was connected to the battery. None of the wires were connected to anything. I used the wire to join the battery to the horn.
Okay. That's power. That's not going to work, is it? That's power coming through there. That's not going to... It's still not going to work, is it?
The horn wasn't working.
I've only got 2 wires, so how... That should be enough. That's the battery terminal. And the battery.
There was already a wire connected to that terminal. That was almost a great idea. Almost. Nope, I needed to... I connected the wires from the cab to the horn.
I mean, we've still got a loose wire.
A loose wire hung from the horn. That was never going to work.
Can I not snip the wire?
I hoped this wouldn't cut short my plan.
Okay, I've got 2 cables now. Right. So that joins...
That wire wasn't long enough to reach between the 2 horns.
Alright, I need to take this one off. I need a short one here.
The wire was just long enough to connect the battery to the horn.
And I need another short one over here.
I connected the wires from the cab to the horn.
And then I can connect the long one.
Everything was wired up. The horn had power.
Okay, we're good to go.
I figured that should get Hobbs' attention.
All right, hold your blooming horses. What are you up to with my van?
Hello there. We fixed your horn.
So I hear. Now, what are you doing in my yard?
Questions, Hobbs, restoration.
Hello there. We'd like to discuss some restoration work with you.
Then make an appointment. I'm busy.
Well, that could have gone better.
He's not exactly the friendliest of characters.
Try again, eh?
I decided to give it another blast.
For crying out loud, will you leave my van alone?
Sorry, just need a quick word, Mr. Hobbs. Mr. Hobbs, do you mind if we ask you a few questions?
Yes.
Yes, you will answer a few questions?
Yes, I do mind. Clear?
Not really.
Good. Now get lost.
This Hobbs guy doesn't exactly like visitors.
There must be some angle we can use to talk our way inside.
I'm gonna have to do this horn again.
I decided to give it another blast.
You two again? What is it this time?
This thing.
Afternoon, Mr. Hobbs. We're from the model agency.
About blooming time. I'm on a deadline. You better come up.
There we go, we're in.
About time you two showed up.
Hello, Mr. Hobbs. I was just wondering if...
Can it, Goldilocks? I don't have time for chit-chat. Just get undressed behind that screen.
Undressed?
That was the deal. An extra 20 quid because I need you with your kit off.
The studio was freezing.
And as for you, darling, no need to get undressed. I've got a vivid imagination, so I'll just use that. Either way, just go sit over there on that rug and give me your best Belle Epoque floozy. That's perfect. Just hold it there.
Nico made for a good distraction. I just needed to figure out how to get a look inside that portfolio. I didn't want to play around with the negligee.
Why not?
Those days are long gone. But I wondered who it did belong to.
We've got a fuse box and a stool.
I didn't need to sit. It was time for action.
Yeah, well, no, it was to reach the fuse box.
I wasn't going to mess around with that wiring.
Why not?
Hey! Leave that dial alone. The heating gobbles up all the power and the circuits can't take it.
Sorry. I turned the thermostat down again.
Can go up the stairs. We've got a stereo. What's this thing? A lift.
Wow, an old Bofson Wang stereo. I hadn't seen one of those for years. Hobbs seemed to have a thing for 70s psychedelic jams.
Can we turn the
The
volume right up?
stereo was switched off. Adjusting the volume wasn't going to make any
Oh, I
difference.
thought we'd turn the volume right up first.
I turned the volume up a few notches. I turned the volume down again.
Oh.
I turned the volume up a few notches.
So that's so he can't hear us. That's probably for calling the lift, yeah. Locked.
It was locked. I wondered what was behind the door. It was a shaky old elevator that would once have lifted goods between the floors.
Hey, stop meddling with that. The power's ropey enough as it is.
Blowing the power would certainly have distracted Hobbs, but the elevator alone wasn't going to trip the whole system.
Okay, so we have to be quick in doing all this.
Hey! I've told you, don't mess with that thermostat.
I had no need to walk out onto the balcony.
Hmm.
My, if it isn't George Stobart.
Lady Piermont! Oh my! You're...
Naked.
Of course. As an artist's muse, one often finds oneself en pelotas. Now, George, don't be shy. Come here and give me a big hug.
That day was the day the nightmares had begun. Trapped, smothered, choked.
She's been in a few of these Broken Sword games.
George, darling, pass me my robe. It's terribly cold in here.
Oi! What are you doing with a blooming robe on? God help me, but you're supposed to be naked. I've got a deadline to meet.
Well, you won't be meeting any deadlines with manners like that. And besides, it's freezing in here.
Ah, can we go? Can we get her to do the
Lady Piermont and I had met before.
the
She's
thermostat?
larger than life, in every way. Lady Piermont.
Oh, George, be a darling and sort the heating out in here.
I'll see what I can do.
Hey! I've told you, don't mess with that thermostat.
Sorry, but Lady Piermont is cold. I thought...
Look, pal, I know it's brass monkeys in here, but the wiring in this building is ancient, and the fuse box won't take it. Her Majesty will just have to get used to chapel hat pegs.
Lady Piermont, Mr. Hobbs won't let me turn up the heating.
Well, we'll soon see about that.
Oh, crummy.
If you do not adjust the heating, I shall refuse to cooperate.
Lady Piermont, it's the circuits. They won't take the strain. You know what old buildings are like.
In which case, I see no reason for this session to continue.
Whoa, Lady Piermont, let's not be too hasty. I'm
It's
sure
not-
I can accommodate your...
It doesn't sound like the same actress.
Good. Perhaps you can start by letting George here turn up the heating.
Oh, go ahead then. But be careful. The power in here is temperamental.
Let's see, broken sword.
I turned the thermostat up as far as it would go.
Now I just need to do the elevator.
I wondered if the suspicious wiring could be used to my advantage.
Who did Lady Piermont?
Oh, you. Get down from there. You'll trip the power in the whole building if you're not careful.
The elevator on its own wasn't going to blow the power.
We've got the thermostat. Oh, no, I need to do this. Did we not do this already?
I'd better not touch the thermostat
No.
again.
Can I turn the music up even louder, you think?
Oh, you. Get down from there. You'll trip the power in the whole building if you're not careful.
The elevator on its own was...
Maybe we have to do something more with this.
I turned the volume down. I turned the volume up a few notches.
Okay, so we can't put up any louder.
A record was spinning on the turntable. A word, if I may, Lady Piermont.
For you, George, I'm all ears. How can I help?
Lady Piermont, we need your help.
How thrilling! What do you need? Subterfuge? Leisure domain?
Actually, I just need you to step on that lift behind you.
Oh, but of course.
Okay, and the extra strain putting the lift up is
Is
going
this
to...
good, George darling?
Perfect. Now, just stay right there.
This could be extra strain on the motor, isn't it? And that should blow the circuits.
Oh, not again.
There we go. Can we get this portfolio? Come on, George, run. Run, George. We don't have much time.
I was too late to catch a look at the portfolio. I turned the volume down again.
Can we not talk to Nico and get her to do something?
Well, so much for a distraction. Hobbs is watching that folder like a hawk.
Perhaps you need to slow him down a little.
Oi! I'm trying to paint here and you're in the way. Now, get behind that screen and take your blooming clothes off.
Wary of any more life-changing surprises, I decided against exploring behind the screen.
Do the lift. Oh, can I take the stool? George, not up the stair. Take the stool away.
Oh, you! Get down from there, it's private.
Oh, sorry. I didn't need to sit. It was time for action.
Yeah, pick it up, move it.
How about a top-up, Mr. Hobbs?
Don't mind if I do.
Right, put the music up again so he can't hear us going up the stair.
I turned the volume up a few notches.
Oh, not again.
I was too late to catch a look at the portfolio.
Okay, he drank the whiskey. Did we just get him drunk?
How about another whiskey?
That's smashing. Pour away.
Okay, he's definitely getting drunk. You would have thought Nico could have come over and grabbed the portfolio. Okay, he's definitely drunk this time. Hopefully he'll fall off the stool.
Now was my chance. It was one of Hobbs' sketches.
Can we turn the page?
Well, it wasn't a Maledictio, but it did appear to be a study for an element of the painting, the Ouroboros. There was something different about the image in the center. I figured the sketch might come in handy, so I took it.
What the heck? I told you that portfolio was private.
Huh?
Well, that was fun. Just like when you were a private Dick, George.
So, you're not models?
No, Mr. Hobbs.
Well, you can't be a copper. You're not stupid enough. So what the blazes are you doing in my studio?
We're investigating the theft of a painting, La Malediccio, by the Spanish artist El Serp.
One of these sketches is a study of that painting.
Well, sure, but what's that got to do with that? I'm a restorer, and I restored it. I've got nought to do with what happened after that painting left this studio. How was I to know it was going to get Henri killed?
Hang on a second. How do you know Henri's dead?
Look, he and I went back a long way. Le Lézard Bleu was on the ropes, so I got the painting into his exhibition. Nothing like this was supposed to happen.
We're not accusing you of anything, Mr. Hobbs. We just want to get to the bottom of this.
I get that, and I'll help you however I can, but this mess is way above my pay grade.
How come you needed to make so many sketches of the painting to restore it?
Restoration's not about throwing a load of paint around. It takes research. The Serp is a complicated painting. A lot of subtext, a lot of symbols.
Tell me about the symbols in La Malediccio.
Very Christian, deeply religious, but not exactly orthodox.
The sort of thing that would upset a priest? There was one at the gallery telling everyone how evil it was.
As I said, it's not exactly orthodox, and the church can be very touchy about orthodoxy. Especially now they can't just burn anyone they disagree with.
We have reason to believe that Madovsky is mixed up in the theft of La Malediccio.
Eh? What would he gain from stealing his own painting?
We have strong evidence that Madovsky is not the real owner.
You'll have a hard time proving that. Medovsky has a full set of provenances for the painting. It traces its legitimate ownership all the way back to the painter.
Why didn't Madovsky mention him?
Because they're not with him. Henri's got them. Or had them.
And Henri is dead.
So ask his partner.
Lane?
Lane, yeah, Lane. Look, pal, you're wasting your time looking for conspiracies here. And you're wasting my time if you're not actually going to get naked. Go get the provenance from Lane, and everything will turn out hunky-dory.
But it also puts Marquez's story into question.
Not my problem, darling. Now both of you, get lost. I've got a painting to finish.
And we have a critic to interrogate.
Someone's lying, but who?
Is it the gangster or the old Spaniard?
The painter or the art critic?
I need to head back for Nave's reconstruction.
What's that in the
What
sky?
about the evidence from Medovsky's house? Will you give it to Nave?
I think I should. And I can put the squeeze on Lane. Ask him about the provenance.
Good. I've got lunch with Ronnie tomorrow. This story is hotting up, and I want to make sure he keeps me on it.
Taxi!
A short flight later. Let's just go back to Nico's just now.
It was good to be back in Rue Jarry.
Hey, Matrell. How are you this morning? Yeah, finally, Broken Sword 4 is over. This one is far better. Just give you a shout out there.
Hey, Legion Grey.
New gaming title that is sweeping.
Hope you're doing well today.
Nominated for Game of the Year by 4 billion reviews. Mass Effect.
You're welcome.
The third Mass Effect.
Just
Mass Effect's boost of the day already. 3 boosts.
was I meant to be here? I'm
All
just
of
trying
them
to figure
Mass
out where I
Effects.
needed to
So
go.
people are speaking. People have spoken. They want
I
Mass
think
Effect.
we actually needed
Well, they
to go
gotta speak
talk
up
to
more, because
the
Mass Effect
gallery,
is in-
didn't we?
19th place right now.
Here I was again at the crime scene. Inside the gallery,
was-
I could see lots of activity. Nave preparing for the reconstruction.
Definitely back to how a Broken Sword game should be with this one.
Nico and I had a good idea who the killer was. Now all we had to do was persuade Nave.
Sir, I already tried starting it up. I think it's broken.
Nonsense, Moo. This machine has the power of 10 investigators.
You've played this one, have you? Yeah.
Failed to start up, sir.
Your pessimism is duly noted, Moo. But have faith. This machine will analyze the scene, compute the data, and deduce everything for us.
What an
The
amazing
location of
machine.
The second shooter will
Yeah,
be
this
a
is my
mystery no more.
this is my first time.
One moment.
A marvel indeed, sir. Though at the moment, it is kaput.
Your pessimism has obviously infected the circuitry, Moo.
Can we do
Let
anything?
me
No.
think for a moment.
If I could just...
Shh. Eh bien, Moo, now try realigning the laser matrix.
It's very nice artwork in this.
Sir,
Even if
I
the
have no idea.
the characters are pretty well done. I know they've obviously been done in 3D, but
Now, let me see. Oscillating reverberator? Check. Refraction spectrometer? Check. Now, what can I do? Ah, Monsieur Stobart, it's only you. Glad you could finally make it.
Inspector, I've got some good news and some bad news.
Oh, yes? I shall be the judge of that.
I think I know who the killer is.
how's your Disco
Really?
Elysium going, Mitchell?
Yep, he's a gardener called Shears living in London.
Fascinating. And the good news?
We don't need to do your reconstruction.
You joke with me, Monsieur Stobart.
It's not a joke. This guy Shears was working for a Russian ex-mobster. It's all part of a highly complex fraud.
Gardeners, KGB, fraud. You are fantasist, monsieur. And I have no time for fantasy. Reality is my suitcase, as you Americans say. Now, stand over there and keep out of trouble until the others arrive.
Well, who are we waiting for?
Mademoiselle Collard?
Yeah, there's
and
a heap.
Father
I've added a heap
Sylvie.
ones on anything that starts with those letters there. I've got a couple of sub ones as well. I've got one animated
Clever
sub one
choice.
just now.
But no cigar for you. Try the red.
Hey, Kaiser. That's for the emotes. I think Below the Stone's working on some more sub emotes for us, so get some of them going once they're finished.
It was pointless trying to get a closer look at the machine while Nave and Moo were tinkering with it.
Yeah, probably not much longer, Kaiser. I need to think about getting... I need to take Barn out for a little bit because we're heading in to pick up this fencing. Yeah, Mitchell, any of the motes that start with that DRAAVE, they're all new ones that I've put up just now. We've got... Yeah, they all start with that. Dancing cat ones. That would be good, wouldn't it? I like your dancing cat ones there. Yeah, they're all new. I didn't have many up before, Mitchell. We've got the one animated one at the moment. For subscribers. Let's say Below the Stones, we're going to be doing some more subscriber emotes, I think, so. I'm just waiting for them. I've been very lax in my emote setting up. So yeah, that one's. Cats everywhere. Can we get Lane to maybe distract them?
Lane.
Stobart.
Was this the machine?
What's the deal with that device over there?
Thank you, Mitchell.
It's a farce. They've been trying to get it working for hours.
Just try to get the channel a bit
Something out of
more,
a 50s sci-fi movie.
more things for the
It
viewers and
probably
that.
is.
What do you think of Nave?
The man is a buffoon. I have better things to
He
do
is.
than wait for these idiots to get their forensic whatnot to work. The only silver lining is that Nave seems more annoyed than I am.
What was this again? Provenance.
I gather you're the man to ask about the provenance for the painting.
For La Maledictio? Well, you have been busy, haven't you, Stobart?
I'd like to see it.
So speak to Bijou. She took care of the business side of the gallery. The provenance is in the office safe. She has the key.
You
Late
did,
was
Kaiser.
pushover when you had him cornered.
I have been
Though
elsewhere.
it looked like Bijou hadn't been completely honest with me after all. I needed to pay her another visit. What do you think of Moo?
Hey, Bit Wizard. Good morning.
Policeman with Nave.
I
Where are you?
assume he's another idiot.
Why's that?
I believe once
Thank
in
you,
a
Kaiser.
while,
You
the
know how they
company
got
keeps.
the name for Canada?
I'll bear that in mind, Mr. Lane.
Well,
Okay,
a bunch
thanks.
of guys were sitting around. The founders of Canada.
All
were
the good
sitting
streamers
around,
are coming
and
on.
They were picking letters out of the
Sir,
hat.
I think
And
we
so
are
the first
ready
one
to
picked a C, and
fire
he's
her
like,
up.
C, eh? And then the second one picked an N, and he's like, N, eh? And then the third one
Yes,
picked a D, and he's like,
I was
D,
just
eh?
about to say this.
You're doing great. That's good. I'm stopping shortly. I don't have much longer. We're heading into town. I need to pick up some fencing or mesh.
Pardon me, sir, but I
So,
believe it was you who said,
This is no time for blame. You have broken the machine.
We're planning on building a kato for the two cats. So I have some wood and some mesh arriving, but they didn't have enough mesh, so I have to go into the nearest town to pick up some more. How's Grandia 2 going? But I've been enjoying watching. I actually I installed Grandia 2 HD that I have. I just want to compare the graphics to the one you're playing, because you're also playing the original.
Monsieur Stobart, please remain within the main gallery.
Good so far. You think you're going to burn through it super fast? Okay. It looks a really good game.
Can I ask you something else?
if you must.
Who was Bijou again?
Okay,
Oh,
thanks.
right. So I'm just trying to remember who Bijou was. That was the wife of Henri. Let's go talk to Bijou.
Monsieur Stobart, you will not leave until this is over. Understood?
But I just need to...
This is a reconstruction. You will remain here until I have concluded my investigations. Do I make myself clear?
Okay, clear. I considered making a run for it, but forcing Moo to chase me would have been cruel. And it would have been silly to risk my investigation. Better to play along with Nave and get the reconstruction over as quickly as possible.
I wonder if we
I had to hurry up and get out of there, not waste time discussing everything I ever picked up.
Okay, let's talk to Moo.
Excuse me.
Or not.
Please, monsieur, I'm a little busy.
Inspector Nave. What seems to be the problem?
Monsieur Stobart, if Paris' finest cannot get this very expensive and very complex machine to work, then I doubt if an insurance salesman can.
Oh, but I'm not an
an
insurance.
assessor, actually.
Oh, I see. Well, la-di-da to you, monsieur.
Oh, yeah? Well, la-di-da to you back.
Whatever. You are neither qualified nor clever enough to operate such an instrument.
Like us.
What was that, Moo?
I said, unlike us, sir.
Let's talk about
Have
Nav.
you been a detective long?
Long enough, monsieur?
You've solved a lot of crimes, I guess.
More than you have had hot dinners?
Well, I've had a lot of hot dinners, Inspector.
Oh, yes? How many?
What?
Precisely how many hot dinners have you had, monsieur?
I don't know. Thousands?
You prove my point for me, monsieur. Precision and accuracy are everything.
You truly are a unique and amazing man, Inspector Nave.
Well, I'm glad you are impressed.
How are we going to get this?
I was sure I could get the machine to work if I could just get Nave out of the way.
How can we get Nav out of the way? Can we set the alarm off or something on the painting?
$60,000 for a sketch? Ouch. Challenging and experimental. Like
He's not going to do the
5K
alarms anymore.
price tag.
He said not to use any objects either, did he? Unless we can't use...
I didn't want to waste time.
Yeah. So we just have to talk.
Can I ask you something else?
If you must.
Changed your opinion of Moo yet?
Who?
Moo.
Who moo? It's a moo.
Never mind. Is there anything else you're not telling me, Mr. Lane?
Get lost.
Such an arrogant person, this.
Is Nave a good detective, do you think?
He's as good a detective as I am a dancer.
You light on your feet, Lane?
Do I look like I am?
No.
What does it do?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Okay, thanks.
Yes.
Oh, plug. What did that switch on? Oh, we could just tell him it's unplugged, couldn't we?
Inspector Nave. I know this sounds obvious, but are you sure it's plugged in?
Monsieur Stobart, do you really think I would be so stupid as to not check the fundamentals?
We all make mistakes.
What a ridiculous generalization, monsieur. Look, I can see from here it's... Ah.
Do you need assistance, sir? Very funny, Mo.
One moment.
That got rid of him. Now is my chance.
Right, what are we doing?
You have to figure that out quickly.
What? Alright, it's flicking different ones on, okay. Now that you're actually seeing it on a PC screen, this game looks pretty good. It is. Nolax, welcome back.
Time to get the show on the road.
See, Moo?
Well, to be
I
honest, the
knew I would
shop's
get it
whole
working.
look is just the
I'm
manager's
not sure
personal
that
taste.
you... Precisely.
Oh,
You
and I should have
knew
mentioned
my
sooner, but this is the
superior
customer
intellect
service
would
company.
win through in the
From
end.
here, we can provide
Yes.
maintenance for all
Sir,
your ornament needs.
Yesterday.
Beg your pardon, but I...
All right,
There
we'll be
is a
leaving our
teeny
ornaments
snack.
in your capable hands from now on, Wendy. Oh, but our ornaments
Go
are
on.
the Enigma models.
We have no
Is that going to be an issue?
Good God, Moo. Are you suggesting I kill someone for the sake of this reenactment?
No, sir. Just saying we need a body, sir.
Ah, yes. I see. You'll make a detective yet, Moo. I, of course, foresaw this, and I nominate you.
Me? Well, I'm not dead.
Have you ever acted, Monsieur Stobart?
Well, I don't like to blow my own trumpet, but I went down a storm playing the lead in Cat on a Felt-Tip Roof last summer.
Felt tip roof. A felt tip roof?
No.
So, not the lead. Half-truths again, monsieur. Nevertheless, here is your chance to play a real lead role.
But he looks nothing like the victim, sir.
Oh, damn it, Moo. Must you find problems all the time? Let me think of a way to make this work.
Relying on Nave's problem-solving skills could mean a long, long wait. I had to find something to make me more like Henri.
I'll have a look around. Maybe I'll find something.
Yes, you do that. Verisimilitude is the key, Stobart.
Is he going to let me go in here this time? Into the office? Oh, here's Nico.
Ah,
Oh, and the
you
priest.
have arrived at last. Please, make yourselves comfortable. We are just making some last-minute adjustments.
Father Simeon, Nico.
Hi, Josh.
Welcome to the asylum.
Let me guess. Nave is overjoyed we've solved the case and he's putting us up for an award.
Not quite. I told him about Shears and Medovsky. He says it's fantasy.
But that's crazy.
Is this just fantasy?
So what do we do now?
Carry on anyway, and nail Medovsky.
What about Nave?
Ignore him.
And this charade?
The reconstruction? Well,
Hey Johnny, welcome back.
Josh, what on earth is that machine?
it's Nave's baby. Supposedly.
Yeah, I'm winding out very shortly, Johnny.
But we already know what happened.
Sure we do. But Nave doesn't.
Quiet, please! How can I concentrate with all this racket going on?
Yeah, it's great so far. So much better than 3 and 4. Don't press those buttons. You'll break the machine. I want to go in here. We need to look like Henri.
The best place to find Henri's things was in his office.
Beep, 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 beep. What can we take to make us look like... There's a lava lamp.
It was a lava lamp. Was I for or against? Or just indifferent? The desk was covered with Henri's junk, and none of it was of any use. It was a statue of Henri.
One of 4, the few people that like 3, but...
A pair of Henri's glasses. Maybe, just maybe, the glasses would make me look like Henri.
I found 3 very awkward with the controls. It was obviously set up for a console. But yeah, both were a bit of a nightmare to play. Can we put the glasses on? No, I don't want to put them on the noticeboard. That's probably enough, should it? Just the glasses? Yeah, the story was very good. I did enjoy the stories, which is why I finished the games. It was just... You were fighting against the controls the whole time. Do I just need to speak to him again?
I've found Henri's glasses.
Stole or found? Never mind. That might just do it. Come on, everyone, into position. I want everyone to stand precisely where they were when the victim died.
Oh no, it crashed again. That's the third crash we've had today. Runtime errors. That's yeah, it's surprising. Well, I suppose I have to finish it there. Anyway. Yeah, it's telling me to stop streaming, Kaiser. Really. Yeah, I guess I should stop there. That was good though. I was enjoying that a lot. Let me see if I can find somebody to raid quickly. Unless anybody's got any suggestions to throw at me. I have got, who have I got here? We've got Haz playing Vintage Story, which I was just discussing earlier. Broken Crow playing retro games. What's he playing? Oh, he's playing Final Fantasy 9. Yeah, let's go for Broken Crow. Unless Broken Crow's great. Yeah, let's go for Broken Crow. I shall set that up. So yeah, thank you all for being here. Thank you for chatting. Thank you for the help as well along the way. And the follows from Louis, Dave, Calvin earlier. Greenie for raiding me as well. And Nolax for the resub. Thank you very much. Oh, and Dino raided me as well. Yep, that's the raid message up there. Thank you, Kaiser. I will run my credits, which last about 20 seconds, not 20 minutes, 20 seconds, and then I'll put the raid over, just to say thank you to all for all the support. So until next time, you all take care, be safe, and I shall say bye for now. Yeah, 20 minutes. I don't know what on earth I was talking about there.